Hi, I'm Kirsty. I'm one of the retreat hosts here at Billabong. I'm going to talk to you today about the 5 elements, specifically the earth element, and how we can play around with that in our yoga practice and in our life. So, as we know, everything is made up of the 5 elements, and our body is no different. So, the earth element in particular is a really important element, and in my opinion, it's one of the most in our current society, because it brings us this sense of stability, of grounding, safety. So our current kind of society really pushes this idea of busyness and stress and go, 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 kind of lots of action all the time. And so there's a lot of people that are very ungrounded. They're very unstable in their body, unstable in, they don't know kind of where they're at, where they're going. They find it very hard to be still and find that sense of stability. So we can explore that in our yoga practice in a lot of ways. A hatha practice is really good for exploring earth element because it's more static. We stay in poses for a little bit of time. So it really allows you to focus on your foundation. So standing poses in particular can be really great. Even just a classic lunge, working on your connection with your feet and the floor. So you find your foundation and then work up from there, so you feel really, really stable. Balancing postures, tree in particular, vrikshasana. This can be a really good one for, again, finding that connection of your feet and the floor. So when we focus on the earth element in our practice, we want to focus on the parts of our body that are connected with the floor or the earth, and how we can find more of a sense of rooting down through those parts of the body. In even a cat-cow, for example, where you really spread the fingers and explore resisting the floor with the fingers, so you find that deep connection and you find that sense of stability. And it's through that sense of stability that then you can find softness. So you can't kind of relax and find a sense of ease if you're not feeling stable, if you're not feeling secure and safe. And so if this is something that you feel that you want to incorporate more into your practice, I really encourage you to look at more standing postures. Even arm balances can be very grounding. If you're in crow, for example, spreading the fingers, finding your foundation to then lift the feet off the floor. But first that foundation needs to be solid. Even in any other practice, any vinyasa or other style of practice, just having that awareness of where you're connecting with the floor and trying to find a stable foundation for your body. It can be really, really beneficial to help you feel secure and safe in your own body, and that translates out into the rest of your life. Seated meditation is wonderful for this kind of thing. Any meditation practice where you're finding a firm foundation in your seat, and you can have any anchor point. It doesn't matter, whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you're working with pranayama, breathing techniques, a really nice neutralizing grounding practice can be square breathing. So where you would have your inhale, a pause at the top of the inhale, you have your exhale, and then a pause at the bottom of the exhale. And we try to keep all 4 sides of that equal. So if you can comfortably inhale for the count of 3 or 4 or any count of your choice, hold for that same count, exhale for the same count, and then hold. This might help you to feel quite balanced. It doesn't always make people feel balanced. The hold can be quite confronting and overwhelming for people. So you might just stay with the inhale and the exhale being balanced without any hold whatsoever. So it's really important in our practice that we find what feels supportive and comfortable for us. So please feel free to play around. If you have any questions, feel free to leave us a comment and we can provide more advice for anything that you might need. Thank you very much.